All right, what are we doing?
We are doing makeovers. Right now we're putting a pressed powder as our highlight. We've already put a gold just on the base of the lid. We're just putting the highlight with this pressed powder right now. Just kind of blending it into that gold. See, and this will just give her a softer look. Because the gold's already a lot.
How do you feel about your fluorescent light bulbs in here?
You know I love them. Look how bright they get.
Woo!
But they're hot.
Yeah, they're very hot.
I always turn down this light, and then in front, and like, you know, when I am done, then I turn the lights on. So, but yeah, now we're doing mascara. This is her present from L'Oreal. It's a new double extend.
Is that okay? Let me get a close-up of it.
Yeah, so it's the first side, just the actual mascara. The other end is an illuminator. So you can kind of put it on the ends. It'll like illuminate the light wherever it reflects, makes the eye pop. It's really, really good. It's one of my favorite mascaras. So we just go ahead and apply it like regular mascara.
Now it's like free drinks. I had one for the crew. Well, I put it on the windowsill. But it's cool.
I need like a mini study cam mount.
It goes on here. You know? Yeah.
You remind me of Kate Bosworth.
Ah, it's so fun.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
I know, I love her.
Take it.
So what makeup do you do in LA? What do you have coming up?
I have the Oscars and I have the Magic Show.
Magic in Vegas?
Magic
I'll
in
be there
Vegas.
too.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, you better come say hi.
I will.
And then I'm doing the Oscars.
Okay.
How exciting.
So excited.
Are you before or after the drunk take in the beginning?
We're doing both. Yeah, we're doing like the carpet, and then we're giving free gifts in this VIP suite.
Ooh.
So it'll be exciting.
That's cool. It's like
We'll have to
Oscar makeup sets the tone for the year.
Right?
Yeah.
Ooh, I have some ideas what we're gonna do. I guess we have a bunch of new products that are coming out that we get to play with. So I guess there's like a new, because we have this new foundation. It's a Souffle by L'Oreal. I guess there's the new Souffle eyeshadow. That's coming out, and it's really good. I played with it a little bit, so you can just like literally press it on the lid, and then press the powder on top, and the pigment is just like so much more.
Does it need primer underneath of it?
You could. I always use a concealer. That's my primer because I just think it's the same as the amount as the expensive primers, you know, like Smashbox and all that. Don't look up, sweetie. But she's getting her bottom. She has beautiful eyes, nice and big. We're going for more of an evening look, but a glam evening look.
That's so cool. How fun to like create that, you know, the other side of the industry.
That was actually really fun class. So we also had a dialist and Elizabeth Moss from Admin.
Okay. Oh, how fun! Awesome.
Now we'll just take the illuminator. This is our second step, and we just kind of sporadically brush it throughout the lashes.
Just wherever?
Wherever, yeah.
So long as it's in there?
Just as long as it's in there. And the reason you put the mascara first is because this will catch it and stick. Otherwise, if you just do it by itself, it falls off.
Is it not fibrous like mascara is?
Yep, nope, it's not fibrous. It's exactly. And it's also good. I like this comb because it separates a little bit better.
The ball comb?
Yeah. L'Oreal has another mascara called Telescopic. Yeah, Telescopic. That's really good. It has a ball on it, kind of separates. It's really good for the lashes, getting at the root. It's also good for like eyelashes if you put them on, because you can really get at the root and build them before you put the lashes on.
Obviously mascara, but is there two different ends? Okay.
So we're just cleaning up underneath where mascara going on. So now it's party time.
All the time is party time.
Right? And now we get to have the fun with the makeup. So she said
Time for the fun.
drama. I really love gold and purple. And then add like
Me
a little
too.
black blended into it.
Yeah.
So that's what we're gonna do. If I don't drop it and break it. Okay, so we're using the purple.
Hey, let me get it.
Pretty.
Loves it.
It's awesome. This is the hip. High intensity pigment is what it stands for.
Close or open?
So we're gonna close a little bit, and we're gonna find that crease. I always lift it up and see where that bone is.
Underneath that orbital bone there?
Yeah. And then we're just gonna really...
What kind of brush are you using?
I am using a little chisel fluff, a tiny little one. It's really good for, like, you know, drawing a straight line, getting a really defined crease.
What do you think? I like this smoky, more dark. What do you think? Well, you're gonna get smoky. Okay. My eyes are small, obviously, so maybe. What do you think?
And we're just gonna kind of
Oh, okay. Black and gray.
draw that on. Add that depth.
Am I too close behind you?
Oh no, you're good, sweetie.
This is my debut as a DP. We'll see how well I do.
Looks like you're doing pretty good. So, it's like that. I always use a Q-tip. Q-tip just to kind of lightly blend the outer inward. And I just kind of dab it. And I don't know, this has always worked really good for me. Opposed to dirtying another brush.
Because clean brushes are priority number one.
Oh my gosh, I cannot stress that enough. I don't know how many makeup artists do not do that.
Oh, I've been on many sets where
I scream at people.
so
You're like,
I
"Are you
would
gonna
make
clean
them
that?"
use
You know?
my own.
Like, I don't want my face to fall off. I don't
want-
care if it got rented for today.
Yeah,
I don't want somebody else's
germs.
skin on mine.
All that, like mascara and stuff, like you can lose your eyeballs. It's not a joke.
So true. So now we're just gonna soften this a little bit, lightly blend it inward. And this is just like our base of the depth. We're gonna add more onto that, okay?
They're all the same? Okay.
We're gonna use a different brush. This one's like a concealer one. I also use it for powder. This also,
I'm glad you do that because I do that too because
do that too?
it's such a dense brush you can pick up
you
more.
pick up powder, exactly. So we're gonna go back to our 236 quad, and we're doing number 2 in that. This is a deeper purple. And with this, pull into the eye again, and just lightly pressing that on there. See?
Your eyeballs are gonna have a really good demo reel. By the way.
Hey, sweetheart, how are you? Good. Good to see you. Okay. So yes, so now we're just pressing that on one more time. Now we're gonna go back to our quad again.
And we're gonna fling
We're
it.
gonna fling it.
Getting all distracted.
Sorry.
If you
These are
fling it, it
broken.
makes it so much better.
These are broken. That sucks. We worked really hard all week. Now we're just taking that darker and just kind of lightly pressing that deeper in the crease, and then adding a little bit more depth. See, it looks a little messy right now. That's all right.
It's all about the blending.
Exactly. We want to lift the eye again, lift the Q-tip, and gently just blend it inward. And a lot of this pigment is going to come off on the Q-tip, so it's good.
It's like a party on my eyes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's going to be a party on your eyes, all right?
Oh, so easy.
A very exclusive L'Oreal party on your eyes.
Yes.
That's right.
Great. But then it kind of
So, that's good for the moment. We're just going to kind of clean up underneath. You know, we don't want too much. So, in the end, we don't want to clean up too much underneath your eye, especially with the dark colors.
Oh, does it?
We are going to clean our brush, our little concealer one.
Cool. Oh, so
Okay.
you do, and you drive
And we're gonna
around
grab
today.
our
Like your salon here.
hip again.
Wow.
This one's platinum.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
And we're going to add the black right back on
Yeah. Is
top of that purple.
Horrible. Like twice as long.
We used to do that. I have Subaru.
Oh, okay.
This is my first one with a car.
Oh, what do you have?
It's a Dodge Defender.
Oh, really? So it's like,
And see how that's just going to be more, it's really catching it this time. And we're just taking our Q-tip again and just blending. It's all about the blending. Blend inward.
yeah.
Follow that brow bone, or that eyebacular bone. Now we're going to have her open and just kind of see where we're at. See, so there's a little, we don't want too much eyeshadow, only when the eye is open. You know? So we're just gonna clean up. Open again. Perfect. So we're gonna clean up around there. Make sure we don't have too much. Clean up underneath here. So we're gonna hold doing any more depth for a minute. We're gonna go to our concealer and clean up. This is the True Match.
I'm a big fan of, I have that in my purse actually.
You know?
I'm a big fan of concealer afterwards.
See, most people don't. A lot of people do their foundation before their eyes. And I think that's a huge mistake. Because it's gonna fall down, your eyeshadow. No matter how careful you are. And I just kind of lightly dab this.
I think it gives you a really good precision underneath, you know, for your lower lash line too.
I
You
agree.
can actually change the shape of your eye. Well, not change it permanently, but for the day.
And that's what we want. Change that shape for the day, right? So
And tomorrow you can get yourself a whole new shape.
Exactly, or a whole new color. That's the best thing about makeup. You can just wash it off. There's so many women that like are afraid to like experiment with colors and you know and all that, and it's like why? You can get, you know, you can change.
Yeah, you can change your look so much.
Totally. So we've cleaned up a little bit for now. Now we want to go back to our quad and our small little chisel fluff, and we're going to go to this really bright, vibrant purple, and we're going really close to the lash line.
Ooh, that's gonna make
I
my
mean,
eyes
I
pop.
want, you need a straight line with this. And a lot of pigment. And you're gonna see her eyes pop. And it's gonna get a little dirty, it's all right. And the good thing about the concealer prior is it really catches that pigment so it stays.
Really?
So we'll just take our brush, lightly dust what we can away, go back to our little concealer fluff and just kind of grab that excess color that has fallen down on
Because
her.
it will fall.
It will. Now we're going to take our Q-tip and we're going to blend from the inner, or from the outer to the inner, and we're going to kind of pull that and get a really nice straight line with that color.
It doesn't matter. Whatever. Okay. Eyes, please. I have a hard time doing my eyes. I always feel like
You guys have
We're giving away lipstick. The front door, she can help you right there.
We're just touching up. Okay. We're good for the moment. We're going to clean up underneath her. We're just going to use a nice little cream. Because it's a darker color. So we're going to really want to...
I'm a big fan of unpowdered eye cream underneath eyes. Hides lines.
For me, you know, for being in hell.
Cool. So now we're going to go to our foundation. We have a new foundation. It's the Magic Souffle. It's like a mousse. It's almost like a cream to powder. Very lightweight. It's like whipped. Let's just test her.
What kind of coverage does this do?
Medium.
Medium.
Medium, but very lightweight.
But because it's so sheer, you can actually layer it.
And see, we're just going to really smooth that out. This will work for every skin tone. Feels good, huh?
Yeah, it feels really good.
Is it oil-based or water-based?
It's water-based, non-comedogenic, hyperallergenic.
It's soft.
That's what you want. The best part is when we're done, you can fill it. What do you normally wear? More of a liquid or a powder?
Mineral powder.
Mineral powder? And those are good, but sometimes they can accentuate lines and dry out the skin. I always make sure I take it on the chin. A lot of people don't do that, even if it is the right shade. You know, you still want to cover it right here.
Nothing worse than a line.
It's the worst. I went to Texas, and I swear I saw
You like the mask?
every mask. Exactly.
I feel like women are almost like expected to have the mask look now.
Yeah.
Because like when you think about film or TV makeup for men, they take it below their collar line. And women, they don't. They just take it down to wherever it's blended. Because you almost expect a different face and chest now.
I just always make sure I take it up to the hairline too.
Yeah.
And get it in really good. Not in the hair, just in the hairline. Well, I've seen like makeup in the hair and I'm like, oh, no, what are you doing?
It feels so strange when they do the makeup in your ears with a brush.
Oh my
It's all
gosh.
squishy feeling.
I'm like, what are you doing? I haven't had my makeup done that much. Isn't that weird? I guess it's not weird.
Well, if you're on the
you
other
do
end of
it.
the brush.
I know.
Yourself,
Right?
you know your way around the face, yeah.
Where did you go to school?
You know, I didn't.
You
I've just
didn't?
been drawing and painting my whole life. But I went to cosmetology school at Cameo.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I went to aesthetic school in Arizona.
I tried to do the survey and they said it was on the phone. Okay. Just yell at me if it says the word.
I love it.
Oh, here it is.
Oh, okay.
It's great until somebody tries to take out your eyeball.
Remind me tomorrow.
Yeah.
You guys can bring it. Yeah, that's for him.
I like to be gentle.
A bit too aggressive.
I had somebody put bad eyelash glue on me and I couldn't see for 3 days.
That is the worst. So now we're doing a pressed powder. Just kind of mattifying the skin, taking away the shine. I also take that all the way down to the neck and underneath the chin.
Just into the crease of where you're, is what I'm saying. Like if you were to actually
Forehead.
just gotta give your eyes some depth.
Okay. I'll be on the lookout for it.
Okay, now we're ready for blush and bronzer.
Thank you.
Okay? So we're going to use like more of a bronzer to contour her face.
What brush are we using?
We are using a fluffy brush, powder brush. A shorter fluffy powder brush. So the trick with contouring I like to do is just suck in and then you get like more of the cheekbone right here, the angled cheekbone. This is where you want.
Because it makes you look thinner.
Exactly. And then also right here, jawline. And a lot of people don't do the jawline. And this also.
It's jawline's hard to learn because sometimes you can give yourself jowls
Yes.
without meaning to.
And then I always bring it down to kind of make it a little bit tanner. And then here's our blush. And this is just like a light
True match.
peachy color, true match. And it has a little bit of shimmer. Big smile. I always put it on the apples of the cheek, bigger. Big, 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 big.
Like you mean it.
There we go. I take it right here, swing it up like a check mark. And just really highlight. Because when she smiles, this is what's really gonna pick up on the light and the camera. I also bring this on the neck also, just a little bit.
Just so we all match.
There's nobody over there, Melissa.
Okay,
I'm gonna take our stuff and put it
now we're ready for lips.
Okay.
She has great lips. So we're just gonna kind of,
Yeah, I won't do it without you.
this is, it's called mauve. And we're just gonna kind of outline them a little bit, kind of fill them in the lips
If I've already seen it.
with the lip pencil.
Yeah, baby. I'm lucky.
I know.
I'm gonna win the step.
And then we'll just blend that with our,
As we throw more things.
I'm like, look, covered in products over here.
Gotta have that full look.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
So, Now we're gonna use our long-wearing infallible lip color. We're gonna do the Linda Evangelista, which I don't know if you guys are familiar with Linda Evangelista. I'm sure everyone is, but she always has drama eyes and light lips, like we did on you. More eyes, less lips. So big smile with these, and then you can get the outline really well of the lip.
Because I can't see, that's like my full email.
Good job.
Okay, then that's not right.
Okay. Now we're going to smooth, take away some of these flyaways.
With the biggest, baddest
With the
hairspray
element.
that's ever been made.
I love this stuff. You need a little body. Okay. So, just kind of comb through it a little bit. Spray it first. This hairspray is great because it goes on like a satin finish. It also, you could like tease the heck out of the hair and then like an hour later comb through it. And it also has like a sheen, I think, because it like kind of makes it a little shiny, you know? So, we're just gonna go to the crown of the hair. Throw that over.
Quick nighttime eyes. I'm going to change the roll again.
Go ahead.
Looking good. Excuse me. So we're just gonna spray it a little bit. And I do it the European way for back combing, and just kind of really
Not the
round it
Jersey
up.
way?
Nope.
Just for 5 minutes.
We're gonna have a snippy poo.
And then we just kind of, I do four strips.
Little sections.
Little sections, right on the crown. Last ones. Okay, and I also like to do a little zigzag. I do side one.
Just so you don't have a straight up.
Yeah, you get a little bit more body on the side. Flip it over. Leave that for a minute. Come back to that. Going to the side. Parting this part. Flip that over. Back home that. Well, we do 2 sections on this side. And maybe just the side one, right here. Just to kind of angle it out a little bit.
To keep the natural shape of your head.
Yeah. We don't want you, no Jersey Shore hair.
No.
Look like an alien.
Yeah.
An orange alien that drinks way too much Red Bull.
Totally. So we're gonna do 3 sections on the other end, other side of the head. They're smaller sections. Okay. Now we're just going to flip that. Now we're going to smooth it and comb it out. Good job. We have a good model here.
He's a great artist.
And then I would just put a little in my hand.
Smooth it up.
Smooth it out. Okay.
Yes, it has.
We're ready, and you can still put your hands through it. That's how I made it. It still gave you some body. Go and take a look.
Much better.
Much better?
Don't you wish your hair was like that every day?
Well, now I know how.
It's the L-Net. I'm a good model. Sweetheart.
Do we love it? Are we waving goodbye?
Bye.